Hi, everybody. Thanks again for taking the time to get together with some other folks to hash through some of the things that you heard this last week, and especially this final message that we've given in this marriage series, especially on how an old dog can learn new tricks. And I ran out of time, as I usually do, with some of the things that I have to say about God's Word and its commands and prohibitions and the illustrations and principles about marriage, because it's just such an important topic. Well, we talked, as you remember, about understanding each other. We talked about communicating with each other, about speaking with each other, and concluded our time with the fourth work area, that of loving each other. And one of the texts that I didn't have the time to get to that I'd really like to encourage you to take a look at is Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 18. It simply says this: "There is one who speaks rashly like the thrusts of a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing." I think every one of us who has been married could testify that there have been some times when our tongues and the words that we speak with them have both been a great blessing to others as well a great discouragement to others. We all have a tendency to use our tongues in both positive as well as negative ways. And one of the biggest issues that we get into in marriage are the words that we speak to each other. We just don't speak enough of positive, building up kinds of words. Instead, we speak rashly without thinking through fully what our words mean and about how they'll be received and how they might be heard. We have a tendency, like the thrusting of a sword, just to cut our spouse to pieces. And I don't know if you've ever done that. I've never done that personally in 35 years, but just kidding. I'm sure there's lots of opportunity for you to dialogue about how you've done that. I don't want you to spend all your time on the negative, though, because the text says that the tongue of the wise brings healing. How have you sought to use your words to bring healing in your marriage relationship? Of when times are difficult, when there's problems to be confronted? What have you done that has brought reconciliation and brought unity and brought forgiveness? What kind of words are you really trying to use when you get into an argument with each other? So I want you to take the time to talk about Proverbs 12:18. Both the positive side of it and wise words and what that might describe for you, as well as rashful words. And then I'd also like to give you this challenge as we concluded our time with this marriage series. The book of Proverbs just gives us so many different principles to use. And there's 31 chapters in this wonderful, wonderful book. I'd like to encourage you for the next month, each day, to read through one chapter of the Proverbs and to look for a key principle that you could use in your marriage relationship. Something having to do with communication, something having to do with the way that you speak, maybe even attitudes and tones, not just content of words, but the whole communication of what you're really sensing and what you're really feeling. So I hope that you have a great time. You've got lots of questions to dialogue about all the different ways that men and women communicate and how similar we are and how different we are from this last weekend. But thanks again for joining us. We're going to be digging into 1 Peter next weekend, and we just trust that the Lord will be with us and teaching us, and I'll look forward to being again with you next week. So enjoy your time.